You have been lied to about studying in Germany. You know, every year thousands of students from around the world apply to study in Germany, and chances are they all heard the same story. Studying here is free, everyone speaks English, and it's a golden ticket to a better future. The marketing that students see abroad and what students actually experience once they land here are often two very different realities. And I'm not here to scare you, I'm not here to bash Germany. In fact, I think studying in Germany can be one of the best decisions you can ever make, but only if you do it with the right expectations. So let me start with the most repeated line. Germany has free education. Technically, yes, most public universities don't charge tuition fees, especially for bachelor's and master's programs. But does it mean you can move here and study without spending much? No, not even close. So let me paint a picture. If you're from outside the EU, you have to deposit 11,904 euros into what's called a blocked account. And that's a legal requirement for your visa, and it shows the government that you can support yourself for 1 year. And that's 992 euros per month of living expenses. Now, once you arrive, you also need to pay something called the Semesterbeitrag. This is a semester contribution to the university. It's not a tuition fee, it's a student fee that covers admin, your student ID, and often a public transport ticket. And this semester fee can range from 80 euros to 400 euros per semester, depending on the university. For example, at my university in Munich, it's just 85 euros. But in other institutions, it's closer to 300 euros. Now here's the important update many students missed over the last couple of years. The German state of Baden-Württemberg charges 1,500 euros per semester in tuition for non-EU students. And the Technical University of Munich has also introduced tuition fees for non-EU students. Now then, there's rent. In Munich, where I live, you're going to pay around 700 to 900 euros for a shared apartment room. And private studios, well, over 1,000 euros easily. In smaller cities, yes, it can be cheaper, maybe 300 euros or 600 euros. But even then, groceries, health insurance, your phone plan, a laptop, public transport, winter clothes, it can add up fast. Now that free education is costing most students over 1,000 euros per month. I have done full breakdowns of this on my channel, so check out those videos if you want the exact numbers. The problem is, many students arrive thinking they can just figure this stuff out later. They bring just enough to get started and hope to find a part-time job to survive. But that leads us directly to the next myth. It's easy to find a part-time job as a student. Now, when money starts to run low, which happens quickly because you are paying monthly expenses to live, most students start searching for part-time jobs. And on paper, it actually looks promising. International students are allowed to work up to 20 hours per week during the semester, by law, or up to 120 full days or 240 half days per year. But here's the catch. Most part-time jobs require at least B1 German or sometimes higher. Whether it's a supermarket, bakery, delivery service, or even cleaning jobs, you need to understand instructions, communicate with customers, and follow safety rules. If you don't speak German yet, your options shrink a lot. Yes, some students can get lucky, they land English-speaking jobs in startups, restaurants, or research labs. But those jobs are rare and very competitive, especially in smaller towns. And that brings me to one more myth I often hear. Don't study in small cities, there are no jobs. That's simply not true. I mean, sure, big cities like Berlin or Frankfurt offer more job options, but they also have much higher living costs, tougher competition, and brutal housing markets. But incredible universities like in Ilmenau, Passau, or Clausthal are in smaller towns. And I'm sure you haven't heard of these names before. And these places offer quieter study environments, much cheaper rent, and fewer distractions. So you might not find your dream part-time job there, but you also don't need one right away. You know, many students use the calm of a small city to focus on studying, learning German, and building a routine, and then move to a bigger city later for internships or full-time jobs. So yes, part-time jobs in Germany exist, but they're not guaranteed. And they're not easy to get if you're unprepared. What matters most is having a strategy. Learn German, plan your finances, and stay flexible. I also made a lot of videos on these topics, from breaking down the taxes to how to even approach the job hunt. Now let's stay with the topic of languages for a second. So this is something you're going to hear often. Don't worry, Germans speak great English. And yes, Germans can speak good English, especially in big cities. But when you live here, when you're part of the system, when you're trying to build a life, it's a different story. The language of bureaucracy, healthcare, job applications, contracts, emails from a university, and even casual conversations with classmates is mostly German, and many professors are going to assume you know German, even in English language programs. The staff at your university or immigration office might not speak English at all, and it sucks, but they often refuse to switch. And this might feel unfair, but it's the reality. And socially, if you don't speak German, you're going to limit yourself. You're going to find it harder to connect with locals, join events, or find networking opportunities. Now, most students end up staying in an international bubble, and that might be fun short-term, I absolutely understand it, but it becomes limiting long-term. So don't make the mistake and think that German is optional. It's actually not. And the earlier you start learning, the better your life here will be, in your studies, in your work, and also in your friendships. I have many videos on my channel about learning German, and if you want to get started, check out this video about the best way to learn German as a beginner. I put the link to it in the video description. That's gonna be your starting point after watching this video. Let's move on to the next myth. All German universities are equally good. And this one is tricky because it's very easy to fall for. Now, many students apply to the first university that offers an English taught program without checking if the school is actually good for their subject, well connected to the industry, or supportive towards, international students. Now, in Germany, there is no Ivy League, but there is still a big difference between universities. So on one hand, you've got the TU9 universities. These can be TUM, RWTH Aachen, KIT, which are known for research, funding, and big company connections. Then there are universities of applied sciences. They're called Fachhochschulen, which focus more on practical training and have strong industry ties. And then there are also smaller regional universities. Some are great and others disorganized, underfunded, and barely visible to employers. And you won't find that on the homepage, but you're going to feel it once you're there. So don't rely on rankings too much or fancy marketing, and choose carefully. Talk to alumni, read honest reviews. There are also videos about how to choose a university on my channel. Now, this might be the most dangerous myth of all. A German degree guarantees a job. Many students believe that once they graduate, everything will magically fall into place. But the German job market doesn't work like that. Yes, Germany does have a shortage of skilled workers, especially in engineering, IT, and healthcare. But having a degree alone isn't enough. Employers look for work experience, German language skills, cultural fit, and soft skills like communication and initiative. If you graduate without doing internships, without networking, and without speaking at least B1 German, you're probably going to struggle a lot. I've seen this happen over and over again. And here's the hard truth. After graduation as a non-EU student, you're going to get 18 months to find a job related to your field. If you don't, the visa is going to expire. And that time is going to pass very quickly, especially if you're still figuring things out. So please start early. Do internships during your studies. Go to career fairs. Build your network. And most importantly, don't wait until graduation to think about your future. Germany doesn't offer job placement programs like some countries do. You have to build your own path. Now, the reality is, studying in Germany can be amazing if you are prepared. Now, I know this all sounds kinda heavy and maybe even discouraging, but I want to be clear, I'm not telling you these things to crush your dreams. I'm telling you because I want you to succeed here. Studying in Germany is not a scam, it's not a trap, but it's also not a fairy tale either. It's a complex, rewarding, and sometimes frustrating and often beautiful experience. And for that, you need independence, discipline, and awareness. And this is why I created this channel, to give you a more accurate picture of Germany. I also made a full Studying in Germany guidebook to get you started. The link to it is in the video description. And also check out this video about learning German next. Love you and stay focused.